This is what the Pentagon looked like after that moment of impact, a gaping hole in its side. Let's move north to New York on 9/11, and I'm about to play for you a series of news clips that was seen by the public on that morning.
It appears that there is more and more fire and smoke enveloping the very top of the building. And as fire crews are descending on this area, it does not appear that there's any kind of an effort up there yet. Now remember, oh my God.
Oh my God. That looks like a second plane.
I did not see a plane go in. That just exploded.
I just saw another plane coming in from the side.
You did. That was out of
yes, and that's the second explosion. You could see the plane come in just from the right-hand side of the screen. So this looks like it is some sort of a concerted effort to attack the World Trade Center that is underway in downtown New York.
Did you hear the explosion from your position?
Yes, we did. As a matter of fact, we heard it, and because I was just like standing there pretty much looking out the window, I didn't see what caused it or if there was an impact.
So you have no idea right now?
There's another one. Another plane just hit. Right? Oh my God. Another plane has just hit. It hit another building. Flew right into the middle of it. Explosion. My God, it's right in the middle of the building.
This went into the East Tower.
Yes. Yes. Right in the middle of the building. And right now, that was definitely looked like it was on purpose.
You saw a plane?
Yes, I just saw a plane go into the building.
As you look at the picture from our chopper now arriving at the scene, Jim Friedel in Hoboken said it appeared to back sharply and smash directly, perhaps purposefully, into, oh my goodness,
oh God,
there's another one. Oh my goodness, there's another one.
This seems to be on purpose.
Oh my goodness, now it's obvious, I think, that there's a second plane just crashed into the World Trade Center. I think we have a terror attack of proportions that we cannot begin to imagine at this juncture.
I'm going to stop the video there. Those were a series of news clips on the morning of 9/11 in New York. Who's the architect of what you just saw? Osama bin Laden. Why did he plan 9/11? 3 major reasons. He said the U.S. should not be allies with Israel in the Middle East. Osama bin Laden also said the U.S. military has no business being in the Middle East. He also thought American culture is and was immoral. He disapproved of American culture. He thought it was ruining the world. So those are some of the reasons Osama bin Laden wanted to attack America. We move from 9/11 to another domestic terrorist incident. It was an incident in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and it involves Timothy McVeigh, who you saw earlier. When did it happen? April 19th, 1995. Timothy McVeigh was a Gulf War military veteran, someone who served in our armed forces and who wanted revenge on the federal government. How did he carry out this bombing? Well, he detonated a car bomb in front of a federal building in Oklahoma City. And he placed the bomb in a Ryder truck that looks like this truck pictured. Here is a picture of the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building in downtown Oklahoma City. After the bombing, you see this gaping hole in its side. What was the damage? 168 people died. 19 children under the age of 6 died in this attack. Why? There was a daycare center in this building. And you see one of the infants who was picked out of the building by a firefighter. This infant died at a local hospital, unfortunately. from Oklahoma City to a terrorist attack in Germany. Terrorism at the Munich Olympics. Where is Munich? It's in the southeast corner of Germany. And you see the front page of a British newspaper, the Munich Massacre at the Games. And this is a very famous photograph of one of the terrorists masked, overlooking a balcony at the Olympic Village in Munich. When did this happen? September 5th and 6th, 1972. Where? In Munich, West Germany. At the time, Germany was divided between East and West. How did this happen? A terrorist group named Black September from Palestine kidnapped Olympians and demanded that Israel free 234 Palestinians that were jailed in Israel. All of the Olympians that were kidnapped and killed were from the country of Israel. What was the damage? There were 17 total deaths. There were 6 Israeli coaches, 5 Israeli athletes who were killed, and 5 of the Black September terrorists also killed in a shootout. And there was 1 West German police officer who was killed in that same shootout. Israel and Palestine. This conflict goes back years and years. Here is Israel in yellow, in the center of the Middle East, and in green is Palestine. Palestine and Israel have been clashing because of land and because of different religions. Palestinians are Muslim, Israelis are Jewish. So that's the reason there's been this clash for years and years. I want to show you a clip from a documentary about the Munich Games.
Okay, they just cued the doves. Here they come. There go the Bavarian doves, 5,000 of them. Symbolizing peace, brotherhood, sportsmanship, which is certainly much in evidence here today.
A generation after World War II and the Holocaust, West Germany was hoping that the Games of the 20th Olympiad would show the world a new nation, modern, vibrant, and repentant. Unlike the Games of the 11th Olympiad, a fascist fantasy come to life, held in Hitler's Berlin in 1936, these games were styled as the Serene Olympics. In the effort to create an atmosphere of inclusion and openness, the West Germans purposely tried to minimize Olympic security.
This was the coming out party for West Germany returning to the world community, and they did a fabulous job. There was only one risk in all that. The security probably wasn't at the level it should have been.
At 4:30 a.m. on September 5, 1972, 8 members of a Palestinian terrorist group known as Black September climbed an unguarded fence surrounding the Olympic Village. They made their way toward 31 Connolly Strasse, which housed, among others, 11 male members of the Israeli Olympic delegation.
I was sleeping out on the balcony, and I remember waking up and hearing this door slam as if it were some kind of fire door or something, just banging shut. I thought, I've been here a couple weeks. It's the first time I've heard this sound. That's a gunshot.
The terrorists stormed the third-floor dormitory, forced open one of the bedroom doors, and began shooting.
Arab terrorists, armed with submachine guns, faces blackened, a couple of them disguised as guards or as trash men in the Olympic Village, climbed the fence, went to the headquarters of the Israeli team, and immediately killed one man, Moshe Weinberg, a coach, 2 shots in the head, 1 in the stomach. And the latest report is that 1 more has been killed.
The facts started to emerge through the afternoon. The Palestinians had captured 11 Israeli men. 2 were killed almost instantly. 9 were secured as prisoners inside their dormitory, including fencing coach Andre